You were the hero, the prophesied savior of the world. But you are so very tired of sacrificing for the greater good, of having to do the right thing at your expense. So when they ask you to do it again, you say no. Story 1. Selected excerpts from the Journal of Earth's Greatest Hero. May 12, 2000. I got my powers today. It was so cool flying around. I don't know how I ever got by on foot before. I don't care about getting my driver's license anymore. Dad told me he'd help me learn to control my strength tomorrow. I need to pick out a hero name and outfit. Maybe Mom can stitch something for me. October 15, 2000. Thwarted my first supervillain today. Dad finally thought I had developed enough to come along on a call with him. Some villain had stolen nuclear secrets and was threatening to use them unless his demands were met. Dad ultimately was the one to take out the bad guy, but I did a lot to take down the henchman. Looking forward to teaming up with Dad more and getting stronger. February 14, 2001. I'm in love and I don't care who knows it. May 17, 2001. Being in love as a hero is hard. I never have time. I feel like no matter what I do, I always let someone down. Why do we hurt the ones we love? September 4, 2001. Got beat pretty badly today. Lucy told me she doesn't know if she can take it. She worries about me too much when I'm out there. I told her she should see the other guy. Dad says it gets easier as we age, that Lucy will care less about the possibility I'll die in service to the world as she learns more about me. Mom punched him in the shoulder. I love them. August 6, 2003. The happiest day of my life. Lucy and I are officially married. She wasn't too happy that I had to leave the reception early to thwart a plot, but she knows that what I do is important. I'm the luckiest man in the world. June 7, 2004. I miss Dad. I miss him more each day. I can't help but feeling there is more I could have done. Why hadn't I come sooner? Why didn't he wait for me? I can't do this alone. I don't know what to do without him. November 3, 2004. My son was born today. We named him after Dad. He would have been so proud. Lucy was my hero today. I didn't know that such strength was possible. I have to make my son proud just as my dad did. I can't wait for his powers to come in so that I can train him just like Dad did for me. Today was hard. I miss you, Dad. April 29, 2010. I feel like I can't win. If I save a family on the other side of the world, I let my family down. I saved a group of kids from another villain today. But because of it, I missed Jackson's first T-ball game. There will be more games, but I know that each day that passes, he is changing and he soon will become a man. I have to cherish what time we have together. May 18, 2010. The light is gone from my life. May 19, 2010. I told Cyrus I'm done. I can't do this anymore. Lucy paid for my mistakes, my dad paid for my mistakes. I won't let my son pay that price too. May 21, 2010. The fuckers took Jackson. Cyrus called me with a ransom. A fucking ransom from my own government. They wanted DNA from me. Said they can't leave Earth unprotected. They have a new technology that could clone me. I obliged. I told them to leave me the fuck alone. September 22, 2010. Jackson is nervous about starting at a new school. I told him he'd make friends in no time. It's nice being out in the wilderness with him. I feel normal. I don't miss splitting my mind in every task. I'm finally here for Jackson fully. I only wish I could have been there for Lucy. I miss her. March 31, 2012. I saw myself on the news today. 6 of me. Cyrus's contingency plan must have worked. Oddly comforting knowing I'm still out there doing good, while raising my son. Maybe Cyrus was right. August 12, 2012. Jackson's powers kicked in this morning. Sooner than mine did. I wonder if I was a late bloomer, or if he's early. I wish I could ask Dad. I'm conflicted. I've looked forward to this moment since the day he was born. This is something uniquely ours to bond over, at least, it used to be. I don't want him to struggle with the same conflicts I did, to suffer the same losses, the same regrets. Regardless, I owe it to him to help him hone his abilities. I have to allow him to make his own choices. Just as I did. December 12, 2012. Things are bad. Cyrus's experiment has gone awry. It appears he has lost control of the clones. Surreal to see myself on the news killing innocent people. This, too, feels like my fault. April 14, 2013. I don't know how much longer I can hold up. I've trusted Cyrus to keep Jackson, Mom, and Lucy's folks safe. I don't know if I can trust him. I have to trust him. June 22, 2013. I feel silly to be writing right now, but it clears my head. I've successfully killed 5 of myself. What a sentence that is to see on the page. I've taken a beating. I hope I can hold out longer. I have to hold out longer. I miss you, Lucy. June 25, 2013. I killed him. I'm the last of me standing. He wasn't as strong as I would have thought. Earth's greatest hero. I miss you, Dad. Story 2. Hey, James, we finally found you. Shouted a young woman. Standing with her were 2 older men and a younger boy. My father will be glad to see your face again. He says none of the other heroes that came after you can compare themselves to you. The former hero sighed as he turned his wheelchair to the 4 intruders. A blanket covered his body from the chest down. This wasn't the first time he had to deal with intruders. Word had gotten around that he had grown soft and weak. The graves in his backyard begged to differ. But James couldn't deny that he wasn't the same man he was before. With a hoarse voice, he asked, "What do you want?" "Do you remember us, sir?" the boy asked. "You saved our city from that evil robot." James let out a chuckle as he reminisced about the fight. That was during his earlier years. An owner of a social media site tried to use an AI algorithm to remove all of the bots on his website. Naturally, the AI declared war on humanity. The AI had seen Age of Ultron and decided to crash a city on the planet to send Earth into a new ice age. And who had to face the brunt of T-bots and its metal army's fists and lasers? He did. Of course, James saved the day, and the planet made memes. What a joke. "I believe so," James said. "Was it New York?" "It was Philadelphia," the young woman said. "I'm Rachel, and this is my brother Zach. Those 2 are my boyfriend and his friend, Mike and Josh." The 4 waved at their hero. James did not. "If you're here for autographs, I have a paper and pen in my drawer," he said. "I got this, babe," Mike said. "With all due respect, sir, but I don't know if you've seen the news lately or stepped outside." "What about it?" "The sun is about to burn this planet to a crisp." James looked back at Mike deadpanned. "What about it?" "It was prophesied that I'll launch my body into the sun and restart its core." "Yeah, the 2062 Doomsday Prophecy," James said with disdain. "Prophecy, fuck prophecy. Apologies to the little one, fudge prophecy. Becca says I shouldn't curse in front of kids." The room was silent after he talked. Zach was on the verge of tears. Rachel turned to Josh. "Hey, can you take my brother near the entrance for me?" Josh nodded and grabbed Zach's hand. The young boy looked back to his hero, hoping to meet his gaze. When the 2 were out of earshot, Rachel spoke, "Are you going to help us or not?" James cocked his head as he let the question hang. "No. No?" the 2 of them said. "Are you hard of hearing, or do you need me to spell it out for you?" "What, but why, sir?" asked Mike. James rolled his eyes. This was why he didn't deal with fans. For the greater good. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. Ever heard of that? Mike slowly nodded his head. That's what I tell myself every time I fight for your planet. That your needs come before mine. Mike moved his lips, but the words refused to come out. Rachel spoke. The prophecy also said that it was impossible to kill you. Immortality. James snorted. How old do I look? Mike blurted out, about 25, sir. With his right hand, he pulled his blanket, and the 2 of them gasped. James was in nothing but his shirt and underwear. But his wardrobe wasn't the source of their shock. James' skin suffered from 2nd and 3rd degree burns from the neck down. Half of his right leg and left hand were gone, and the skin of his chest was exposed, a clear case showing his lungs and heart. "I'm 67, James said. "My body, mind, and soul are the monument of the greater good." "Oh my God," Mike said. "But you have to save the planet," Rachel pleaded. "I mean, it was foretold." "Of course, I can save the planet." James reached over to his keyboard and pressed a button. Images of a suit and spaceship filled the screen. "I have everything I need to save this piece of dirt." "Then why aren't you doing anything?" The two watched as his lungs expanded before shrinking back down. "There was a prophecy. It involved me playing the role of the Antichrist so that humanity may go into heaven. I asked why and he told me it was for the greater good." Bull fucking shit. He didn't like that much and knew what I was about to do. He tried to stop me, and I punched him in the face. It shattered my left hand. After that, I hunted the devil, killed him, and froze hell over. Just so I didn't have to fulfill that prophecy. That was the day I found out prophecies were bullshit. I don't believe you," Rachel said. "You can believe whatever you want," James said. His heart started to beat faster with every word. "You would think God betraying me would be my breaking point, but it was when I found out that the US government made clones of me that broke me. All that pain and misery that I went through, the greater good, was for nothing. That was when my mind snapped, and I gave up on heroism. So if you want a hero to save your asses, just walk over to the White House, knock on that door and ask for a clone to do my fucking." His heart couldn't take it anymore. James grabbed for his chest, but it was too late. He breathed one more time and slumped forward. Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to see more, YouTube thinks you might like these videos.